Today's encouragement comes from the book of 2 Corinthians 10, verse 5. And it reads, "Casting down arguments and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God, bringing every thought into captivity to the obedience of Christ." Although this is a verse that is connected, I really want to focus on the second part. Bringing every thought into captivity to the obedience of Christ. Whenever I have a thought or an image that pops in my mind that is not in alignment with Christ or with the will of God for my life, I always say I take this thought captive unto the obedience of Christ Jesus. It made me realize that even my thoughts must glorify God. Even what I see in my membrane, what I envision, what I imagine, the images that pop up in my mind, that pop up forefront before me, must glorify God. In the book of Philippians, and maybe another book, it talks about being on one accord with the mind of Christ. One spirit, one body, one accord. And so if your mind and your thoughts are not aligned in the will and purposes of God for your life, you got to take those thoughts captive onto the obedience of Christ Jesus. Your thoughts must obey God. And so I want to encourage you with this word today, that as you see things in your mind, as thoughts come in your mind, if they're negative, if they're against the will of God, if they're not in alignment with his word and purpose for your life, if they're not on one accord with Christ Jesus, if they're not thoughts that Christ Jesus himself would think, then I encourage you and urge you to take them captive unto the obedience of Christ Jesus. Listen, I love you. God bless you.